Robin Uthappa, welcome to CNN News 18.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Robin, you are the face and you're supporting the inaugural SOG Grandmasters Series, an initiative of Skillhub Online Games Federation. It's a series promoting skill-based mind sports in India
Mhm.
that include chess for blind, and others. So please tell us more about the series and your association with it.
This is the first season of the SOGC conducting these mind sports, and I think it's a fascinating initiative. And I think I love the fact that they're calling it mind sports because it involves so much of the mind, and I love the fact that it's so inclusive. We're also doing it for the blind as well. So I think it's a great initiative, and I've always believed that a lot of other sports require the kind of attention and the kind of the attention that cricket perhaps gets. And what better way to kind of add value to that by being associated with one such initiative. And that's what was one side of it. The other side of it, of course, was the fact that I've played chess a lot growing up. I've played rummy a lot within the family as well. We've played it for fun. When you're traveling on trains, or when you're with your cousins. So it's a game that we've played growing up. And I think it's a very Indian family game. So
In
the
the
fact that
dressing room also as well, you have played?
when
Have you
rain
played
affected
Rummy?
matches from time to time,
Yeah.
rain affected matches from time to time. But it's a I think it's a very cultural game for us as a society, and the fact
But
that
then coming to Rummy, have you played within the dressing room with your with the other teammates of Indian team?
yeah, of course, as in rain affected games, if someone's carrying a pack of cards, then four or five of us would huddle together and play once in a while.
Who are the
Um,
then players who are very good at Rummy from Indian
oh,
team?
we were all pretty bad at it because we were playing it after a really long time.
So then, how was the response to this series? How do you see it growing in India?
Oh, I certainly see it growing in India. I certainly, I think, like I said earlier, I think there was a lack of attention on other sports, and it's great that the attention and the limelight is coming now, and I think we as athletes from India's perhaps most famous sport, playing a part in trying to promote other sports goes a long way in shining the light on the other sports and giving it the attention that it deserves.
So then, as a sportsman, do you prefer more playing game virtually, or you like to be on field running?
I personally love to be on the field running. Having said that, you can't beat evolution, can you? And I think esports is something that's has come to the fore a lot. I think there's a huge culture here as well. I think there hasn't been an opportunity or initiative for it, and from what I hear, that is that SOGC will also be conducting a few massive esports events in the near future. So I'm really excited about that. I'd be following that very, very keenly. And I think we have a lot of talented gamers in our country, and it's about time that a little bit of light was shined on them.
So then, which are the other chess players, the chess champions that you like or perhaps like to play with?
Oh, I know a few Karnataka chess players. We've gone to the same college, so to speak. But for me, my all-time favorite has always been Vishwanathan Anand. I think he was a very classical Indian player, and someone that I've followed very keenly while he was playing. And so I think he will always be my favorite. But yeah, we have so many youngsters coming up through the ranks, and to have our youngest world champion is a very proud feeling for me as an Indian. And I think it'll be very inspirational as well for a lot of young Indians playing the sport.
Gukesh. But do you enjoy then now playing chess online, or still you prefer the chess board?
I'm still a little bit old school. I still prefer the physical feel of my rooks and my pawns.
Sure. But Ravichandran Ashwin announced retirement recently. According to you, what should be the right age for retirement for a cricketer?
I don't think there's a right age. I think it's the feeling of it. I think it's a very individual call that players take.
But you all discuss with each other. So if somebody is
No,
planning
it's
to
a
go
it's a very
join,
personal decision. I think the thing about cricket is that it's as much an individual sport as much as it is a team sport. So it's a very dynamic sport. So these decisions are purely individual calls that the teammates respect.
so then when you look back at your journey, which match or innings you think perhaps was a big turning point in your career?
I've had plenty. I think both my one-day debuts and my T20I debuts were big turning points for me, and played a big part in my career and helping me achieve whatever I've achieved as far as international cricket is concerned.
And finally, so then which are the other sports, say apart from cricket, that you have interest in or you like to support?
For me, I'm actually just only now dabbling with esports because my son's really young, and as youngsters do they like to play a lot of video games and all of that. So I'm actually just kind of dabbling into it. So hoping that I get some brownie points from my son by playing with him. So at the moment, just a little bit of chess, maybe rummy sometimes, not very often, to be very honest. A little bit of poker for sure, and some esports as well, some gaming as
Not
well.
some of the Counter Strike and the one
Oh
which is.
no, no, not there yet. I'm just dabbling in FIFA right now and trying to find my feet with that.
Well, with that, I want to say thank you for taking time out and talking to me.
Thank
And
you very much, sir. Thank you. Take care.